Hi, welcome to your Mandala Oracle reading. Today we're going to do a pick a card deck / deck. Pile number 1 is iron pyrite. Pile number 2 is rose quartz. Pile number 3 is selenite. So we brought in all the crystal energy and we brought in the mandala cards. And these are from Journeywithnichole mandala cards. And we have our clarifying cards here. We've got 2 crystal decks on standby and another oracle deck that I use. I have had this deck for over 20 years, and the first 10 years I had it, I did a reading every single day for myself, so I'm very connected with the cards. So we're going to go ahead and get started on pile number 1. So I'm going to put pile number 2, rose quartz, pile number 3, selenite off to the side, and we're going to get going on the pyrite. I'm going to go ahead and put some pyrite. Good luck. Love the pyrite. All right, what do we got here? First card, art. Well, hello, artist. How are you? Hello, fellow artist. So you're definitely into some creative endeavors. New artist, old artist, it doesn't matter. You are definitely into your creative expression, and that is your overall energy for this whole reading. So it is definitely those of you that are on a path of the artistic side of your life. So let's find out what's accompanying with that. I'm very curious. Action. Well, oh my goodness. Okay. So this is obvious that you need to take action on your creative expression. That's pretty clear, isn't it? I'm going to go ahead and read this. Art. Spending, and this is a quote, spending all my working hours involved in art is where my heart and soul is right now. Hey, guess what? That quote's from Nichole. So, in art, the hand can never execute anything higher than the heart can imagine. Ralph Waldo Emerson. So, even, writers are artists. And then being called to action like this, if you find yourself always thinking about an idea or goal, then the next step is action. Make one step today towards realizing your goal. Tomorrow, take another step. Be a dreamer and a doer. And then the quote is, action is the foundational key to all success, which just happens to be a quote by Picasso himself, who was, one of the best artists of all time. So isn't that kind of interesting that we have a quote based on art and action? We have our art card right here. So I'm curious what the rest of it is, but to me, I wouldn't even need any more information. It's like, all right, whatever I had planned, whatever was going on, that has to be the priority, and I have to do it now. Or I have that whole set of paints, and I have that canvas, and I've been wanting to start painting again, and now's the time. So it's not necessarily just for a business or a project. It can be for your own personal thing. You've wanted to explore some other type of creative expression. This is definitely the time to take that action right now. These are your guiding spirits. These are the higher self. These cards come through for messages strictly for you to let you know and guide you on your path and on your journey. So let's see what the next card is. Abundance. Oh my goodness. Let the abundance flow. There are many ways to experience abundance. Be grateful for everything you have, and more abundance will flow. When we appreciate, we attract more. Recognize that abundance comes in many forms other than money. Be open-minded and hearted for the opportunities. So you obviously are going to have some type of opportunity come in where you get to express some of your artistic abilities and take that action. So you can be rest assured that when you take that action, that the abundance definitely is flowing. There is no question about it. that the abundance, you have art, action, abundance. You've got 3 A's right there, and that is just, I mean, and it's right next to the pyrite. Look at that. And the pyrite is all about abundance. This is very cool. Very, 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 very cool. Let's just pull one clarifying card on the action. Maybe we could get a little more clarity as to what this artist might need to do, what maybe they're not quite sure about the action they're supposed to take. Let's just get a clarifying card for the action card. Higher consciousness. Okay. And that's all about the ability to tap into something that's even higher than what you have been. Actually, let me just put that over here. Like, tapping into, it's something that you've wanted to explore with this new thing with this art. It's definitely some kind of new endeavor with the art, and it definitely involves getting in touch with your higher consciousness, which is what's coming through right now on the cards anyway. Let's find out what number 4 is. Accepting. It is important that we accept all humans and look at one another with love and acceptance. If it is difficult for you to accept someone, meditate on the spiral mandala, noticing how the colors and design change. We are all different colors and designs, yet we make up something very beautiful. So maybe the fact that it's color and designs, maybe it's like a new type of artistry that you've been thinking about, and you've been a little hesitant to take action on it, and but it's kind of, it's somebody, you need to see that it's beautiful first before others will see that it's beautiful. That's what I'm trying to get at. So I'm going to keep going. This is really good. Motivation. This is your mandala motivator. Today is not the day to procrastinate. It can be difficult to energetically put your all into something. Make that first step to hustle and direct, making it happen rather than taking no action. And look, it's right under the action. What is it that motivates you? Well, do it. What are you waiting for? And then the quote is, I am productive when I am motivated. Okay, so you need to, this is definitely about moving forward and taking that action. I hate to be so blunt, but you're really kind of being lazy, because you have this amazing opportunity right here that's full of abundance, and really all that Spirit's asking is for you to just take that action. It's not even, this doesn't even look like hard work. It looks more like a mindset of something you haven't accepted in the past, and now you're going to accept it. I don't know if it's accepting that you are a true artist, maybe, or accepting a different form of artistry, maybe. I'm not really sure, but it's definitely don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Let's find out what the last one is. Health energy. Okay. Health and nutrition are the core to our alignment for our body, mind, and soul. When we consume healthy food, we are making a statement to all parts of us that we care. We care about our own well-being and are committed to living a healthy lifestyle so we can stay in a positive energy flow. Okay. So obviously I apologize. I said you were lazy, and it does appear that there's some kind of physical ailments that are keeping you from that. And I'm sorry I said that, because I should have looked a little further. And I see that there's some health issues going on, and it's hard to take the action. And so you kind of need a little bit of motivation to get that going. So whatever it is it's going to take for you to get motivated to do this, you need to do it. And I have a feeling it's changing your diet or some kind of something to do with your health. Like, even if you're not feeling well, there's still something more you can do to make yourself healthier. So you need to channel that immediately, because that's what's going to be your motivating factor for you to take the action. And once you can take that action, obviously you've got major abundance right here. So please take care of yourself health-wise. It's definitely, with it being in this position right here, it's saying that nothing is really going to be able to move forward until you do. So the motivating factor is somewhat based on the diet, the health and diet. I'm just going to pull one more clarifying card, and then we're going to get on to number 2 here. Thank you for joining me today. This is really a great reading. New location. Okay. All right. So maybe the accepting is a possibility of, accepting a new tribe basically is what you would need to be doing for this location. And why you're not taking the action is because it is such a huge decision, and that's where the motivation, because it's such a large, huge decision in a large part of your existence, you know, an actual new location. A lot of times this is within a company as well. So if you're employed, new location, a lot of times will come up for people that get promoted. So it could mean that as well. But definitely your health is the factor here, and this new opportunity that obviously is going to need some action, but it's full of abundance. Got the higher consciousness. I think this is a really, really nice reading. I think that this is showing you that you can, if you stay healthy and learn to accept the differences of beliefs from your past, either based on your art or the new place that you might be moving to, then and you take the action and don't procrastinate regardless of your health. You got to take care of your health, but don't procrastinate, because here's the abundance. So thank you so much, and we're going to get ready and do pile number 2. Peace out. Okay, group number 2, we have the rose quartz, all about love and heart chakra energy. So, what do we got here? Number 2. Well, hello, vacation. Yay. This is such a fun card to get. Such a fun card to get. I'll go ahead and read it. Your body, mind, and soul and spirit desire a vacation. This is the time to get away and treat yourself to a much-needed change of scenery. We have to connect with other venues that give us a unique experience. When we travel, we expand our world. When we expand, we become a more enlightened soul. So, yes, and for it to come up right off the bat, this is like the overall energy. So it isn't really, well, maybe you should go on vacation. This is definitely what you're being called to do for this reading. Inspiration. Well, now we know why. So let your inspiring ideas flow. It is okay that some or even all seem silly. One idea turns to the next, and that turns into something better and bigger. Be nice to your inspiring ideas. Don't put them down. Be grateful for your imagination. How boring this life would be without the ability to create our own world. So you're being called to go on a wonderful vacation where you can now have some inspiring, a new inspiration for a new beginning of something. You're needed for that inspiration. Maybe you're in a lull right now, and that's going to be your like little prescription right there. So let's see what the next card is. Inner strength. Everything you need is within you. The more you are able to go deep within and find your own strength, you will be more empowered to keep going deeper. You will find yourself accomplishing more than you ever dreamed, all due to your inner strength. And your quote, I have all I need within me and am grateful for my inner strength. So possibly some healing. Looks like there might be a little bit of healing needed, and that you're being called to go on the vacation for your new inspiring thoughts and some strong inner work. It looks like some little bit of strong inner work. I'm just gonna pull in a crystal card. These are a two-sided crystal deck. I usually just close my eyes and whoops, go through. We got a couple that dropped there. Let's see. How about we do the opal and the kyanite? So kyanite, I know right off the bat is, let me just read it and then I'll tell you what I use kyanite for. Drawing this card signifies the need to sit quietly with an issue. What is personally holding you back from fulfilling your purpose? So kyanite I use for absolute clarity. It's like my go-to. Some of you might know I'm an accountant. So when I go to do a lot of heavy brain work, I'll use my kyanite as one of my tools that will help me with my clarity and being able to focus. So I think that, I'm going to put that right there. I think that the fact that the kyanite is coming in means, in the vacation and the inner strength, is there's some clarity choices that need to be made. But let's look at opal. Drawing this card signifies it is time to focus on love and emotions. Are you honoring yourself, seeing clearly, and listening to your heart? Okay. Magnifying emotional prophecy. So I see there's a little bit of emotional healing here that's needed, and that's why the vacation's coming in. Meditation and decisions for the kyanite. So some decisions about you do need some strength for something, and I think that when you go on this vacation is where you're going to find that inspiration to do what's best for you. So let's see what your next card is. Be soft. Oh, okay. So let me read it, and then softness to yourself, softness in your speech, softness and gentleness in your being. When we take a moment to be soft, we show others and ourselves that we care. Be soft in all that you do today. Let your thoughts of others be kind and gentle and soft. So because this is an inner strength work and it's inspiration, I'm not getting a lot of energy from someone else as much as yourself. So I get this feeling that you're being a little tough on yourself, basically. And maybe the action of vacation is what you need to be able to come up with your new inspiration and strength and everything. You're being really hard on yourself. Really hard. Let's look some more. I'll get some clarifiers in here. Simplicity. As much as we dream of the abundant life, it can also contain simplicity. Simplicity does not mean poor. Rather, it is a lifestyle of not needing excess, especially for the goal of happiness. There is much freedom to enjoying the simple pleasures of life in all of its simplicity. Maybe you've been working really hard. Maybe you're just like, I just am not feeling a lot of self-love here, basically. I'm feeling a lot of inner turmoil, basically, is what it feels like. It feels like you're needing a lot of soul work. Maybe this needs to be some kind of soul retreat and some soul searching. Let's find your last card and we'll get some more clarity. risk. Every time we step outside our comfort zones, we learn something. Many times those risks we took end up being the best decisions we ever made. This mandala guides you to take the big leap you have been dreaming about. I am grateful for my courage. So, all right. Well, I'm going to bring in, this is the deck that I've had for 20 years. I gave myself a reading every day for the first 10 years. And so I bring these in a lot for the clarifying cards. So let's see what's Magic of Nature. All right. Magic of Nature. You're being called to get outside, go on vacation. A lot of your answers are going to come during this time period. And what about the risk? Let's get a little more clarification what this risk card is. What this risk card is on the bottom row here. What do we have going on? Making new friends. Making new friends. Being soft. Whoops. Whoa. What's going on? Laughter. Oh my goodness. Okay. See, I feel like you've just been really hard on yourself. It's not even like a sadness as much as you're just you're needing something very, very strong in your core. And so it's like you're being guided by with all these things, like the nature and the inner strength and the friendship and the laughter. It's like it's all being soft. It's all about and the meditation from the kyanite. It's all about being in that frame of mind of self-care, basically. Like the self-care. This is the liquid crystal deck. I use this a lot for clarifying too. I love bringing crystal energy into a reading. Energy is just very powerful. I connect very well with crystals, so they always guide us on our path. Malachite, okay. And this is all about heart chakra energy, which are going. You have some heartfelt issues here that it's like we're needing some healing here, some kind of heart healing, and it's like something you don't really want to. It's nice to just put it on the back burner and just kind of let it flow off to the side, because it's not really that big of a deal. But the fact is it's affecting your inner strength. And so the vacation or the soul retreat or something, wherever you're out in nature, is going to be just what you needed, just that inspiration you needed to go that next step of the healing. It's like you need to take a risk on yourself and know that you're going to be okay. You're going to be all right. It's definitely some kind of, not like a major healing, but it's like a belief that has always kind of held you back from something, and it has to be healed before you can move on. Let's get one more of those liquid crystal cards here and see. Garnet, manifestation of purpose. So it's like something is trying to get through, and there's a blockage. There's some kind of blockage. I'm going to bring in one more mandala card. Mandala card needs a little clarification. I'd like a little clarification on the risk here. Allowing it all to flow through. It's like the flow through. So not forcing everything, but just relaxing and doing what you need to do taking that risk on what you need to, and just allowing everything to flow with a softness. Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm just going to pull one more crystal card. Actually, let's pull one of these crystal cards over here. Let's pull one of these. These are just amethyst. So a lot of times amethyst will come up. For me, it relates to our some of our addictions. So because this is the crystal you use to overcome addiction, so a lot of times will relate that to it, as well as with love. Let's see what it says. Drawing this card signifies that something negative in your life will soon be transformed. There may be a need to cleanse or release something to allow the transformation to occur. What did we just get? We got the clearing card, malachite, and we got the allowing card, right? So it's like drawing this card signifies that something negative in your life will soon be transformed. There may be a need to cleanse or release something to allow the transformation to occur, which is why you're being called to go on vacation and get out in nature. And then you will have your answer. And all you need to do is have that clearing and the allowing after when you're on that vacation, and it'll all come to you, okay? All right, I wish you well. Much love to you. Peace. Let's get going on group number 3. Group number 3. Group number 3. You are the selenite. Group number 3. Right? Selenite. Let me get these cards off. Welcome, group number 3. It's been an interesting couple of readings here, so just going to get organized so we can have all our clarifying cards ready for us. There we go. Okay, welcome, welcome. That feels good. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got for our first card for group number 3 in the selenite? Rainbow. Well, that's a great start. We all know to look up towards the end of a storm, for that is where we will find the rainbow. If it has been tough piercing through this storm, this mandala card reassures you the rainbow is near. I look for all positive outcomes and rainbows. So, I'm sorry about the storm you just went through. It's definitely okay. It's all over now. And the rainbow is here. So now it's time to kind of shake it off. It's been rough. It's been extremely difficult. But the rainbow is the overall energy that's coming in for this. So we need to focus on this. This is the rainbow energy. So this energy is what we will now focus on. We've shook off the past, right? So let's move forward. Protection. Always know you are protected. At times it can feel like fear is taking over and that there is no one near. The universe always provides us all the protection we need by bringing certain people, situations, or other beings into our existence for our protection. I am grateful for all the protective forces around me. So, this was a pretty severe situation that you just got through. But you made it. You made it. And know that you made it and you're protected. And that whatever fears that have come from this past situation, this is the only thing that you should be focusing on now, is that this rainbow, that you now have the rainbow at the end of the storm and you're protected. So there's no need to look back like that, okay? Journey. Take time to write down how your journey is progressing. This is a time to reflect on how far you have come in your spiritual growth and areas that need improvement. Documenting where you are and where you are going are excellent tools for manifesting. It is a way to declare in writing what you want on your journey. So this is a new life now. So this is this thing that you definitely have shooken off, this big storm that you're now protected from, constitutes like reevaluating your journey and seeing how this now reflects into your journey. I love how the colors, the rainbow kind of set the tone for all the colors. Like usually they're all like heart chakra energy or something. So this is good. This is good. Let's look. Renewal. As in the mythology of the phoenix, be reborn from your predecessor's ashes. Shed the old you, who is your predecessor, and be renewed in the new improved you. Be proud of your growth and who you are becoming. Rejoice in yourself as a new beautiful bird spreading brave wings to fly to your next destination. So you have been through something quite enormous. And you are a new person. You have a new journey. You're protected on this new journey. This rainbow like lights the way of the new journey, and now acknowledging that you're this new free bird, this new phoenix that has just arisen, and you're almost like a new person. Grounded. Having a strong connection to Earth is vital for humanity. This mandala centers around the Earth elements that bring us to a natural vibe. Appreciate all that is of the Earth. Admire, touch, hug a tree, and notice how grounded it is to the Earth. Full connection within for its vitality above. So don't go too far off on, you're needing the grounding more so you don't get all caught up in your head, because it's easy, because this has been such a severe storm, it's easy to go back and keep looking at that instead of all this amazing, beautiful, fresh future energy. And if you stay grounded, you're going to stay within the now. And it's going to keep you from going back to looking at this storm and dwelling on this storm. It's not that you want that storm back, but it was so, it's almost like a PTSD. It was so severe that you have all this new energy that is here to help you through it all. So staying grounded. So like if you have like black tourmaline, obsidian, black tourmaline, you know, anything like that, that's exactly what you need for your grounding for some reason. I don't really know what exactly. Let's look at this last card. Decisions. You make several important decisions every day. Call upon your higher self to guide you in making clear decisions. While focusing on this mandala, meditate on receiving guidance from within to make concise, quick decisions. I am grateful for the fast and confident decisions I make every day. So stay true to those decisions, and it's all about the renewal of the new, all this new energy, and there's going to be a lot of new decisions to be made, and that's why you need to stay grounded so you can make sure that you stay on the same path of this journey. You know, this we're going to bring in some crystal cards here for some clarifying, some you know, the grounding, and I mean, a little more information. These are my two-sided, double-sided crystal, so I usually just close my eyes and go through until I feel, I like to feel the cards and just feel, and they let me know when we need one. I'm not sure which one of those was, that kind of felt like. Oh, okay, there we go, hematite, which, oh my gosh. Now, hematite is one of the ones I go to for grounding, but on here it says inner confidence and protection. So this is all about grounding and protection. It's like drawing this card indicates it is time to draw on your inner will to move forward. Take responsibility for your existence and work towards a state of grace. So you have so much to overcome here that it's scary, but once you know that there's so much protection over you, you have like this whole protective energy. And I think knowing that you have this protective energy is going to help you make these decisions, the very clear-cut decisions. And you'll be totally grounded. I'd strongly suggest grabbing a couple crystals that are grounding, because that's really all that's needed in this, is the grounding, because the grounding is going to keep you, because your decisions really have gotten you to this point, getting through the storm, and you want to stay with that continuity. It's not like you're getting a lot of meditation information here where you need to start meditating and figuring it out and all this. You got it totally figured out. It's just a completely new direction, and it's the inner confidence now, the renewal and the inner confidence from the hematite that's gonna, you know, it's just like, this was rough. That storm was rough. It was really rough. And you're making it through now. So just stay true to it. I'm going to pull one more of these, and I'm going to pull one from the liquid crystal and see what we got. So, you know, I'm actually not feeling it too much with these cards. I'm going to go to the liquid crystal. Got to go with, you know, what feels right with the intuition, and that's how the spirit guides talk to us, so we have to listen to it. Can't have our own show, you know, we've got to be that vessel. So what do this liquid crystal cards have to tell us? They obviously have some kind of message to make me put down my other deck. So what card, what crystal energy are you wanting to add to this reading? Morganite, equality and love, and this one is about self-love. I had this in a reading the other day, did some extensive research on it because I wasn't real familiar with the Morganite, and it's about self-love and self-care. You've picked yourself up on a physical level. You have picked yourself up by the bootstraps. Now it's time to do it emotionally, and do a little bit of caring for yourself, because really that's all that's required for, you know, the grounding and everything, is just to have a little bit of self-care. And this is a little bit of, it's really like very surface level. Everything's right out on the surface. This isn't like a spiritual need for other things. This is like, okay, I'm totally on this new path. I weathered that horrendous storm, but now I just need a little bit of self-care and self-inner protection and confidence to move forward. The amethyst, yes. And so amethyst came up in the last reading with the other crystal deck. This is about, this card says humility, but I relate amethyst to dealing with some inner addictions, some kind of self-addiction. We're hard on ourselves. It's some kind of love, you know, it's just kind of some kind of like a self-love, you know, it's caring for yourself enough to do what you need to do to care for yourself. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. So maybe that's part of what these decisions are, is a little more self-love decisions instead of busting through all of this. Just stop and take a break after that big storm and give yourself some self-love. I hope this was helpful for you. Let me just pull one fairy card. let's just pull. We didn't bring any of the oracle in. What messages do the fairy oracle cards have to add to our reading here? Honoring your true feelings. Yes. Yes, there's just a little bit of love in there. So a little bit of self-love that's needed, but you have all the tools. You're really on a wonderful track. You made it through a very difficult time. Detoxification. Okay, if detoxification and amethyst are coming up, this is telling me that you have some type of, like, maybe you're drinking a little too much alcohol, some drugs. There's a little too much so-called physical partying going on, and that might be why you're needing the grounding as well, that inner confidence. You got to get away from all this right now, because it's clouding all your decisions to keep moving forward with this new life after weathering the storm. Don't get back into some kind of, or I don't know back into, but don't get into some kind of self-pity party here. That's what this looks like. It's all about, oh, how can I indulge in a bunch of things so I don't have to think about what I've just gone through. Don't do that. I'm telling you right now, don't do that. So I'm going to leave you with that. That's the final warning, and I'm glad we got some clarity on it. But I hope everything goes well for you. You did a great job making it through the storm, and everything's going to be a-okay. You just need to give yourself some love. Don't be so hard on yourself, and don't indulge in anything to deal with it. Like, if it is a PTSD issue or whatever, don't wrap yourself up in that label or that thing. Just break through. You can do it. Just stay grounded and break through and make your clear-cut decisions, and everything's going to be great. Thank you so much for joining me today. Peace out.